Okay guys, I'm back and change of plans because there's too much bubbles in my paint for those feather things. So I'm going to, I just put a little bit of silicone in these colors. They're the same colors that I used to do the feather pour, but I'm going to do one under pressure and I'm going to see how that works out. And I am going to do it on a background, turquoise background. So that's what I'm going to put on the canvas. A brush. And what I'm going to do, see how many bubbles there are? Oh, you can't really see it. Let me get you in a little closer. If I can find the little button, which I cannot, like this. There you go. Okay. So there are really a lot of bubbles in there, and I'm going to just pour this paint. Then I'm going to make cups of paint for tomorrow, and then I can do the feather pour again. So this is pretty much too thick, but it's out of the bottle, but that's okay. It'll work. So there we go. And of course the sides, because we're not sure how much is going to go over the side and where. So we're going to make sure that everything is nicely covered. There we go. Smoothing it out. But there's a lot of bubbles in there. See that? Too many. Oh, and of course now, oh no, that's good. There's no silicone in the background. There's only silicone in the cups. So, that's ready. Now I'm going to get my little Zippy bag, and we're going to be pouring paint in there. That's a lot of paint. Oops, don't fall over. And we're going to put the sienna in there, and we're going to put a lot of that dark brown in there. Now we have a lot of paint in this little Zippy bag. And then what I do is I take it all together and I turn it so that there's a lot of pressure coming on this paint. And then when I cut it open, it's going to squirt everywhere. So please don't laugh, because everything's going to be covered in paint. Scissors. There's scissors. Almost forgot the scissors. So now, of course, there's always the chance that the piece I cut off is going to bounce into the paint, but I'll take that out later. But, ooh, I don't think I have enough pressure on it. Yeah, that feels better. I'm really going to press it out. Here we go. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. That's it. Just let it go. Let's see what happens. I think that's more than enough. But now I really want to keep some of that, and some I don't want, but all of a sudden I'm really liking those colors, so I just might spread it. That is always so strange, that we want something and then we want something else. There's the plastic. Let me get a tweezer. So we're going to take that out. Oh, those are really good tweezers. There you go. Yeah, I think I'm going to pour most of it off. Just make sure that we get some nice shapes in those cells. That's more than enough. And we're going to let it roll back. Loving the colors. There it goes. And we want to have it come down here a little bit, but I think I'll use a palette knife. So let's scoop up some more of this stuff, put that on there. Okay, that's going well, and that one's going over. That's it. Those are some really beautiful, big, juicy cells, and they look awesome. So, just making sure that all the sides are covered. And that the pattern is beautiful. That's all okay. A little bit down here. Okay. I'm gonna clean my hands. Okay. That's nice. I think I can live with this. Oh, it's almost empty. I'll have to fill it in a bit, but that was just to burst the little bubbles, but it's going to stay exactly like this. So I kind of think it's pretty, but all of a sudden I'm missing something. Of course, I can always put a little bit of the glitter stuff on. I have some new glitter, but I really want gold on it. There it is. It's a little bit thicker than the art glitter, the fine one. That's more than enough. You don't want to put too much on because, I don't know, it just doesn't make it look better. See that? There's a little sparkle there. And maybe a little bit more, but then the thin one. You can always do two types. That's no problem. See, this is really, really fine. Okay, that was more than enough. Just making sure all the little bubbles are gone. So then when I varnish it and it hits the light, you'll see a little glitter. It's kind of nice. Okay, let me put this away so I can use some of the rest of the paint. Okay, and what I'm going to do is just scoop it up like this. Oh yeah, someone said, you know, why don't you just put the glitter through the paint, then and just pour? Well, I'll show you why. Because I have a lot of this glitter. So I'm putting a lot of glitter there. See that? That's a lot of glitter. Now we're going to scoop it up. See what happens? Only where it stays on the top, you'll see some. But glitter takes the acrylic paint, and then it's still glitter, but you don't see any glitter. You only see little specks of metal in your paint. So that's not a good thing to do. And even when you stir it, you won't see any glitter whatsoever because it'll be all covered. So let's do a little like that. Now that's a lot of glitter, but if you want to do something to your painting, then what you can do is sort of pull it through like that, and then it sort of looks like it was poured right through it. See that? That should work to make it convincing that you poured it. Although I don't really like that much because it's like you really just put it on. Well, there it goes. That looks a bit better. See that? Now it looks like you just poured it. And when this dries, that glitter will still be on there. I'm gonna keep this one just in case I want to make it into a pendant or something. That could look really cool. Yeah. So I'll keep this one. I'll make a little room here. But as you can see, you can't put your paint, you can't put your glitter in the paint because it'll just cover up the glitter and there won't be anything left. This is the last out of the little plastic bag. There it is. And this is kind of nice, like that. And I'm going to scoop up a little bit more. Hope I don't scoop up that bit of plastic again because I ditched it somewhere here on the table. Oh no, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to make a little pattern here. And we're going to put in some of that nice sienna color. Like that. Then we're going to spread it all out. There we go. And now I'm going to put some glitter on top. Like that. A lot. As you can see, there's a lot of glitter. But I'm going to put that on there. And I'm going to swipe it. And see what happens to the glitter. Ooh, and I should have filled my little torch, but I forgot. It'll work. Nah, even that, see that? All the glitter is almost gone, only a couple left over. Now I really like this band of cells. Not too fond of this because it's way too muddy. The colors ran together. But who knows, maybe we can take out a little piece that we do like. Let's add a little bit of glitteries. Maybe we can make something into a pendant, who knows. Okay, putting that away. And I'm gonna do one squish. So we're gonna put the colors on here. I'm gonna pour them all on top of each other like that. And the dark one. And then I'm gonna squish it. Put one on top and pull it apart. Whoa, that is pretty. That's kind of interesting looking. We'll keep that one. Oh, and then one more because I know that I have a lot of new viewers who are just starting to do this. Let me fill my torch first. Okay. Now, I will show you exactly how, because there's been a lot of discussion again about the dangers of the fumes coming off the paint. So what we're doing is putting it on my hand. There it goes. And we're going to squish it a little bit like that. And as you can see, that's how much you torch. I promise you, it is like, you have to look it up in Celsius, but it is not warmer than 30, 35, top 40, that's it. Because if you do this, look what happens. Did you see that? See that? That's burning the paint, people. You can't do that. You should never torch like that. Look at this. Can you see that? What I pulled off? That's a total skin that I'm pulling off. And if you do that, what will happen if you do that over the whole painting, the top layer of your acrylic will be dry. It will have a skin, but under the skin the paint is still fluid and not dry. So what happens is that it's going to tear. It's going to have those cracks in it. So if you have that, that's a sign that you're torching it way too much. As you can see here, lots of cells. And you just barely warm the paint. So it's only warming the paint. You don't burn the paint. You don't keep your torch in one place. Show it one more time. What you do is like that. And you won't see it do anything because all of the silicone is already on top. But I can show you. Oops, there's a little toothpick in there. You just go over it like that and you just warm it up a little. See that? It settles up really nice. And always keep this thing moving. You want it moving like that. This is plastic. You don't even see the plastic being burned. So that has to give you an idea of how much, how hot the torch is, because it's not making the plastic go, you know, funny. So it's just warming it, and by warming it, there are no fumes, really, I promise. They're not. On the other hand, if you ever have doubts about this stuff, about acrylic paint, the dimethicone or the silicone, what you can do, buy a respirator. You put that on and you're safe. Do go to a shop that they can inform you which one you need, because not all respirators are the same. That little thing, that round thing that goes in front, that is for dust or it's for fumes. So you have to go to a shop where they can tell you which one you need. That's very important, because absolutely not all respirators are the same. You need one for the fumes. That's the one you need, not for the dust. So I hope that sort of you know, explains what torching really is. We're only warming up the paint. We're not burning it. Okay, guys, I'm gonna shut down here, clean up this big fat mess that I just made, and I'm gonna be making paint for tomorrow. I'm gonna make new cups, set them down. They'll be standing overnight. All the air bubbles will be gone. So I'll see you all back tomorrow. Love you all to pieces. Liebe euch alle. Hou voor jullie allemaal. See you later.